morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is Monday morning. It is August 26th. It is 11:21 a.m. and I am coming live as I usually do on Mondays. This is Robin and this is Mondays with Robin, and I am happy you're here. Either you're watching a replay or you're watching live or you're watching from my Fierce Happy Women group. All of it is all welcome and I'm glad you're with us. If you are watching a replay, let me know. Drop a comment below or drop a comment in the Fierce Happy Women group. First of all, it helps the algorithm. And second of all, it helps me know I'm not speaking into the void. Although I did have a whole bunch of conversations last week where people were like, I watch you every week and I don't always comment, but I really love it. I was like, oh, it makes me happy to know that I'm making a difference. I think one of the things I was sitting this weekend in some meditation, in some contemplation, not even really meditation. I was asking the question that was asked of me, of my guides, from my guides, was, what is it I really want? You know, when I have conversations with my guides, with my spirit team, it's often a call and response, a question and answer situation. And often they'll pose a question to me that I then contemplate or answer or respond. That's been how they've talked to me, I think, forever, but certainly it's how they've talked to me for several years. I don't remember not doing this. I mean, I remember even at the beginning of my journey, I would ask a question, they would answer, or they would ask another question, and it was like a dialogue. Even when I did writing, I would ask the question and I would get the response, and they would ask a question and I would respond, and that's how they've always talked to me. So I was sitting in contemplation with my team on, I don't know, whatever day it was, Saturday it must have been, and we were talking about, I was asking questions and they, asking about like, what's my next thing, what's my next step, what's my next, I mean, the question that I often ask is, what is it you want to create with me or through me? And I asked the question, and the response came back was, what is it you want? And I sat with that for a really long time, actually. What is it I want? What do I want to create? And the overwhelming thought, idea, feeling, sense was, I want to make a difference. I want to know every day that just by me being me, I've given people more joy, more hope, more curiosity, more engagement, more willingness to be in this game of life with all the ups and downs and all the quirks and foibles and all of the opportunities for joy and all of the opportunities for growth. Like, I want more than anything else to know that I'm making a difference in people's lives. It's what drives me to do everything that I do. It is why I teach and preach and practice and coach and do healings. It's that I want to know that my my life makes a difference in other people. One of my favorite, you know, sometimes I'll ask the question sometimes of my students or clients or whatever, what is a song, or what's a song that sort of represents who you are or has always called to you in some way? What song captures like the essence of who you are? And always my song has been The Prayer of St. Francis by Sarah McLachlan. Obviously the Prayer of St. Francis is, I don't even know where it came from, but she said it to music. So it's not her words, but it's certainly her music. And the whole prayer, the whole song is, Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is doubt, joy. I don't remember the exact words, but it's basically like, let me be your instrument for joy and love and peace and hope. And in so doing, let me not seek to be consoled, but to console. Let me not seek to be healed, but to heal. And I know this is not coming from like a selfless negation of self. I know I have to heal first, but it's like, let me be the change in the world. It has resonated with me my entire life, I think. But I mean, ever since I heard it for the first time, I was like, that's my life's mission. Let me help. How can I help? How can I support? How can I serve? And that's what drives me. It really is what drives me. So this morning, so that's why I say I like to know that I'm making a difference. I like to see your comments, and I love to know that it's helping, because it helps me know with certainty that this is my I know it, like I know my name, and also the small self ego part of me still sometimes likes that confirmation. But this morning I was thinking about and contemplating, what is it we wanted to share today? What was the Council of Light asking of us? And, you know, my newsletter that, that didn't go out on Friday because I didn't write it. Well, it was written, I just didn't add my piece to it. But it will go out today. Talked about joy. It talked about hope. It talked about the sense of what we're for versus what we're against. And it also talked a little bit about shadow work, because I think we can't know what we're for unless and until we deal with, heal, let go of the shadow, which is like what we're against, what we don't want, what's not okay. And so when we make the shadow, the unseen seen, the unloved loved, then we can actually decide, we can choose who we are and who we want to be versus having it decided. It's a very, finite distinction, but it's a really, really, really important one. So as I sat and I was contemplating, I saw on my desk, I have this card. It originally it came from uh, the 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 artist is Brian Andreas, and it's called Story People. And I found this card. I found this picture several years ago, and a friend of mine, Carol Ward, created it as a card for me, and it's it sits on my desk because it's so perfect. What it says is, "I used to wait for a sign," she said, "before I did anything. Then one night I had a dream, and an angel in black tights came to me and said, 'You can start any time now.' And then I said, 'Is this a sign?' And the angel started laughing, and I woke up. Now, I think the whole world is filled with signs. But if there is no laughter, I know they're not for me." I love this. I love this. I love the picture. I love the story. If you're not familiar with Story People, they take these beautiful sort of geometric designs and colorful patterns, and they put words to them. Over there on my bookshelf, it says, "I was waiting so long for you, I thought you forgot." And the underline says, "It's hard to forget," I said, "when there's such an empty space when you're gone." Like, these are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pictures and words and expressions. But this one about the laughter. If there's no laughter, I know the sign is not for me. We've had a challenging just about decade. It's been a long time. And the all the spiritual teachers, all the healers, all the people who have their finger on the pulse of consciousness and deep, deep, deep spirituality talk about, we are coming out of it. By 2025, we will see a significant shift. in energy. My team has told me that we've already gotten there. We've already made it. We've already ascended. We've already done the hard work. And now it's just about what world do we want to create, because we're now creating the new. And I truly and wholeheartedly want a world filled with laughter and joy and peace. I'm not saying sadness won't happen. Without sadness, there is no joy. They're flip sides of the same coin. Without fear, there is no love. We can't have one without the other. But what I'm saying is, what am I for? I'm for laughter and joy and enthusiasm. And I mean, enthusiastically diving into sadness, enthusiastically embracing fear and laughing, because it's only just showing us what love is and what love wants to be. When I did the reading for the channeled reading for August, they told me a really strange story about love and fear and joy and sadness, and they were all siblings, all twins. Like love and fear were twins, and joy and sadness were twins. And it was a story of how they all came into being from the oneness, and that each of them decided to strike out and to create worlds, and that this world, this earth, this now, was the only one to have successfully cultivated all four in full equal measures. And that's actually how we're upgrading, is because we have all four here. So can we laugh in the face of the fear, that's the upheaval, the challenge, because it's all for us, it's all here, it's all helping us grow, and our job is to simply lean into it. This is your sign. What are you for? Are you for fear, or are you for love? Are you for joy, or are you for sadness? Or are you for joy, or are you against sadness? Like, you cannot stand for something you're against. The universe doesn't understand the not part of it. It understands 0 or 100%. So like, if you're for joy, that means you wholeheartedly embrace sadness. If you're for love, it means you wholeheartedly embrace fear. And sometimes we do it scared. But we can't be against fear, and we can't be against sadness, because that is what creates more of it. So your sign, your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to ask yourself, what am I for? Can you follow the laughter? Can you follow what you want to see more of? Can you lean in to the question of it? What am I for? What do I want? I tell you, it took me a little while, actually, to come up with that I want to make a difference. That's why I do the work I do. It took me a while. I had to sit with that for a long time. And I do this work all the time, and it was just me reiterating that question over and over and over again, until I could really say with conviction, I do what I do because I want to make a difference in the world. And I actually know that I am, right? Happiness is contagious. By me being enthusiastically, unapologetically, fiercely myself, it gives everybody else permission to one more degree of that, one more opening, one more softening of what you're for, embracing all of it. I mean, our hearts are going to get broken, always. Like it expands our capacity for love. Our hearts break open because it expands our capacity for love. We feel fear because it's showing us what our edge is. It's showing us what we want to become. It's showing us what's possible. We don't have one without the other. It's not going to ever be that you're not going to get your heart broken, you're not going to be sad, you're not going to be hurt, those things they're part of the human existence. Can we lean in and love anyway? Can we lean in and feel happy anyway? Can we lean in and experience joy, knowing it's not permanent, knowing it's going to change? But just in this moment, just for today, can we embrace laughter and joy and happiness and peace and hope just for today? That's all I have. I hope you have a beautiful, brilliant, beautiful Monday. I know kids are going back to school. Life is happening. We have, I lied. I said last week was our group healing. It's actually this Wednesday. Last Wednesday, I got to watch my friend Carol Ward open up her Circles of Joy, which was so awesome and so breathtaking. And so, I'm so excited for her. So if you're local, please check out that. Please check out her site. It's her center. It's a beautiful, amazing healing center and community place for us to be together in community. It's my favorite place to be on a Friday afternoon. So last Wednesday was Carol's space. This Wednesday is our group healing, and this group healing is all around the divine feminine, all around receiving. We are doing something with the second chakra. I don't exactly know what it is, but it is all about receiving and joy. It's what the second chakra is. Life force. So please join us for that. I've had several people ask for a second version of the manifesting class that we're teaching. So if that interests you, let me know. If I have enough interest, I can see what we can do about putting together a second class. And I will be doing a guided meditation at the center, Circles of Joy, on September 11th. So stay tuned for that. If you're not on my newsletter, if you're not on my mailing list, drop me a line or let me know, and I will get you on the mailing list and make sure you get my newsletter, because all of my happenings go there. I've put up some guided meditations and some classes and things for sale on my website at PhoenixRisingHealings.com. And I will be back with more. We have our chakras class, our Chakras 101 free masterclass on October 3rd. And then right after that, we'll be starting the blueprints of consciousness, like a deep dive in chakras, of like using chakras as a pathway to consciousness. So stay tuned for that as well. And have a beautiful, beautiful Monday.